Hi everyone. Our next pitch is from Stefan Klauser, co-founder and CEO of Aisot Limited. Go ahead, sir. You can start your presentation. I'm sorry, Stefan, you're on mute.
Yes, thank you very much. Hello everybody. My name is Stefan Klauser. I'm co-founder and CEO of Aisot, AI Signals and Operations in Trading. So what's the problem we're addressing? Financial information today is mostly noisy, hard to interpret, and not very informative. And with the rise of real-time information and more kind of new data sources and data feeds coming in, it's actually quite hard for anybody that is a trader or investor to actually make sense of the data that is coming in. So Aisot offers real-time data analytics, and predictive analytics. And our specialty is that customers can actually choose defined time horizons, their asset classes, and whether they want more simple analytics or actual forecasts. So with the analytics, we reveal hidden data features, for example, around order book pressures, volumes, or also current volatility in a market. And with the predictive analytics, we go directly from data sets to actionable signals. For example, around volatility forecasts, volume forecasts, or also return forecasts for certain time frames. So what we say, we're bridging the last mile in data-driven decision making as we advance various real-time data sets to directly actionable signals. How does that work? At Aisot, we have some proprietary machine learning algorithms that make it possible to dynamically combine different data with mixed characteristics, such as market data, for example, transactions or bid-ask quotes, with alternative data streams, for example, coming from news or social media, and then creates directly actionable signals on top of that. So that's a kind of a new offering, or we call it the next generation trading and investment signals. Let me show you some proofs around why it makes sense to work with Aisot signals. So we have been involved in some world-class research from ETH Zurich around temporal mixture models in machine learning. They can lead to better forecasts, so minus 50% of errors, while keeping the interpretability of the actual features that are relevant for a signal in a certain environment. We also have been involved in research, for example, around the impact of news and on actual equity prices. So this is a very recent paper that has been issued together with Peter Kolm from New York University, where we've shown that we can have more stable and higher growth in a portfolio based on news. So the red curve here shows the optimized portfolio versus the S&P 500. And what is clearly visible, that we can avoid most of the downturns in the market by kind of optimizing the portfolio in such a way. So who are we addressing? Our clients are in principle hedge funds at this point, also some larger banks. We're also already talking to asset managers and product sponsors. And a bit more in the future, we also try to address more private banks in wealth management and family offices, and then even credit institutes and insurances a bit further down the road. We have a unique team of entrepreneurs, businesswomen and scientists. We're 3 founders. We all worked together at ETH Zurich before with skills in entrepreneurship, quant finance, and machine learning. We also have 7 associates that work for us in different areas, and 5 members of the advisory board from complex system to people with leadership skills and excellent contacts in financial markets. So our business model is based on licenses. In data as a service, we plan with more or less 85% of our revenues coming from licenses, including revenue sharing approaches with clients where it makes sense, and also a little bit of consulting on top, for example, around execution services and a more event-based revenue. The addressable market is at least $35 billion US. That's the market for market data. But on top of that, we see a heavily growing market around data analytics that is already around 20 billions on top and is kind of growing at steady rates. That's our forecast for the first 4 years. We're still in year one now. We started in March 2020, and we plan to have revenues of around 20 millions at least in year 4. This is without actual revenues that could come from revenue sharing. So that's a purely license and consulting based with margins in the license business of above 90%. We also tackle a lifetime value over customer acquisition costs of around 5 to 6 for our logos. Currently, we're kind of in raising a pre-seed round of 150k Swiss francs that is likely covered by the incubation program we're part of. It's the F10 incubator in Zurich. And then in the summer, we want to raise a seed round of 1 to 2 million Swiss francs for accelerating growth. We plan to use that money mainly for building and growing the team around R&D and sales so that we can make sure our products are in the highest level and also find the quickest way into the market. You can contact us at Stefan at Aisot.ch or book us directly via the Calendly link shown here. I'm aware that was quite quick, so I would be happy to take the rest of the time for your questions, please. Thank you.
Thank you for that very interesting presentation. Yes, we are now open for Q&A. So yeah, Mr. Talahari asked for your contact information. So it's actually on the screen, sir. You can contact them at Stefan at Aisot.ch. Any other questions? By the way, guys, if you would like to talk to him one-on-one, you can invite him to the social lounge. You can also send him a private message. There is an option to send a direct message to all the participants. You can invite him using that features. Any questions, guys? So I think there's no question. Anything else that you would like to add before we go? You still have 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of prepared for some questions, but I would like to kind of mainly ask people that are in the group maybe to write in the Q&A what was the main reasons for them to join the session.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting for me to hear.
So any one who can share their thoughts on why they joined the session?
I hear somebody talking in the background, but it's not loud enough. Okay, then there's nothing to add from my side at this point.
All right, so thank you so much for your
session.
presentation, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, same to you.